Have you ever wondered about the manufacturing process of the packet of candy you just ate? Ever thought about the real story behind each and every delightful bite you take while eating a chocolate bar? About the accurate texture and components that makes the food worth buying? In this video, we will be taking a ride to the food industries and show you how packaged food are made. Number 10. Chocolate cookies. Chocolate cookies are our all-time favorite snack. Let's see how these are made. First of all, in an industrial-sized mixer, they mix in the white sugar, brown sugar, and butter, and whisk until the butter is beaten to a soft and creamy mixture, perfectly incorporating with both the sugars. When that's done, it's time to add in those yummy chocolate chips. The chocolate chips are used here is semi-sweet. That means it's bitter and sweet at the same time. After that's blended, the mixture is mixed with the utmost ingredients like flour, baking soda, and salt, along with eggs and vanilla extract. The cookie dough is transferred to a machine called former, where it pushes the dough through another machine which helps the dough attain the round shape. The dough then passes through a freeze tunnel, and within 5 minutes, they will solidify. After that, the cookies are placed in boxes with plastic covering and shipped to different destinations. The other set of cookie dough is finally ready to be baked after resting in a freezer. What comes out of the oven are the freshly baked, delicious cookies, where the workers will pack them in containers and tins. Number 9. Cheese. Cheese has become a part of our daily life. Let's dive in to see how this popular mozzarella cheese is made. The process of making mozzarella is called pasta filata. Firstly, the milk is incubated with a whey starter containing thermophilic bacteria, and then the rennet is added. Rennet is used to coagulate or thicken the milk during the cheese-making process. After this, we will be left with curd. The curd is then heated in water until they become elastic in texture. This is the most satisfying part, where the curd is stretched and kneaded until smooth. The cheese-making machines carefully shape the curd into round balls to make fresh mozzarella cheese. Out of all types of cheese, the mozzarella cheese stands out for its creamy and soft texture, as well as its delicious taste. It can be used for filling and stuffings, or it can be simply eaten as a quick, healthy snack accompanied with crackers or salads. Number 8. Skittles. Skittles are basically our childhood treats, and it still is. The super fun candies, which comes along with different colors and fruity flavors, never fails to spark a joy on our tongues. So how is Skittles made? Let's look onto it. The main ingredient for making the base of the candy includes lots and lots of sugar, corn syrup, cornstarch, and other flavors. This results in a big dough of candy base. Now it's time to separate the mixture and mix it with the right colors and flavors. This is when molded into a sphere-like shape, or we call it the pip. The second step is to give the pip its crunchy outer layer. Each pip contains layers and layers of colors to that shell. The Skittles are sent down a blending belt through which the candies will be perfectly incorporated with the other candies. And the last part of the production is where the Skittles get the legendary S printed on them. After that, the candies are packaged in their colorful packages and shipped. Number 7. Rock candy. Candies are synonymous for fun and enjoyment. Imagine having a rough day and someone offers you candy. That will instantly enlighten your mood right. Let us see how these goodies are produced in the industries. The first step to make hard candy is obviously the hot, bubbly sugar syrup, which is heated to 160 degrees Celsius and is poured into the table where they will transform the sugar syrup into our ideal-looking candy. This is a crucial stage where the sugar syrup should be constantly folded to attain that chewy texture, simultaneously checking whether the sugar has not gone hard, along with the inclusion of different colors and flavors. Now it's time to sculpt the candies, where it's stretched by the candy makers and molded in various designs and shapes. Look at how cute and attractive they look. These candies are then packaged and sold. Number 6. Chocolate bars. Chocolates are one of the greatest discoveries by humanity. From simple chocolate bars to extravagant chocolate desserts, there is always a beautiful story behind its making, and of course, the story has a beautiful ending as well, at least inside our mouths. It all starts with the cocoa beans, perfectly roasted from where the nibs of cocoa bean bits are separated from the shell. The nibs are then refined so they can be crushed into fine texture and finally incorporated with the sugar. After lots and lots of refining, the chocolate is gone through a process called tempering that gives it the smooth and glossy appearance. And that's it. The chocolate is poured into containers and boxes to attain the ideal bar shape. Then it's packaged, shipped, and sold into the markets, which eventually ends up in our mouth. Number 5. Tomato sauce. Ketchup is the best dip for burgers, fries, chips, or any savory snack. The tangy taste of ketchup comes from the mixture of different components in it. Let's see how ketchup is processed. Heinz is a famous ketchup industry that produces around 1.8 million bottles of ketchup each day. The large amount of tomato paste is firstly mixed with water to give it the smooth consistency to which it will be transferred to storage containers and will rest there before adding the additional flavors. After this, sugar, vinegar, brine, and secret spices are mixed with the tomato paste. They also run a quality test to check the consistency of the sauce. Finally, the ketchup is poured into bottles in equal quantities, labeled, and is packaged, then shipped around the world. Number 4. Cheesecake. Who doesn't love a good cheesecake? The creamy texture with the sweet yet sour taste makes it the ultimate version of classic dessert. Let's check out how these desserts are made. Junior's Cheesecake Shop makes over 5 million cheesecakes a year. Their cheesecakes have been following the same recipe for 67 years. They start off by mixing pounds of cream cheese, sugar, sour cream, eggs, heavy cream, flour, as well as flavors like chocolate and caramel. But the showstopper that gains the overall attention of its customers is the strawberry cheesecake. It's so delicious and full of flavors that this one cake is enough to promote the whole food business in Junior's. Which flavor would you choose? Number 3. Marshmallows. Marshmallows are one of the earliest confections known to humankind. Today's marshmallows come in many forms, varying from solid to soft textures. So how is a marshmallow made? What's the science behind its airy and soft texture? Let's find out. Only a few ingredients are necessary in making marshmallows, with sweeteners and emulsifying agents being the important ones. The base ingredients in making the marshmallow are cornstarch, modified food starch, water, gum, gelatin, or whipped egg whites. Firstly, a solution is made from sugar and corn syrup boiling it. Then the gelatin is added with the sugar syrup and heated to 240 degrees Fahrenheit. When that's done, it's beaten at a high speed. It might result in the double or even triple the volume of our primary mixture, but it sure does look appealing. Would you look at that glossy and sticky mess of sweet? The most prominent feature, which makes a marshmallow stand out from the rest of the desserts, is the volume of air present in it. It's the airy and cloud-like feeling in our mouth that instantly melts after you taste it, and that's when a perfect marshmallow is made. So after the white fluffy mixture is ready, certain flavorings such as fruit flavors are added and folded. After that, it's placed into tins covered in powdered sugar. The cooled marshmallows are cut to shapes, then packaged and shipped. So every time you indulge yourself into that sweet taste of marshmallow, do remember it's easy yet quite complicated process. Number 2. Cake production. The dessert cake can be as simple as mixing some few ingredients and baking it. At the same time, it can be much of a complex process as well. The cake that our moms make for us is made out of pure love, and that's why it tastes great too. But take a look at these brilliant machines that perfectly pump out the right amounts of batter, flawlessly spread the right quantity of frosting, and ace the topping section. These are cakes made in factories, and as satisfying like the clip itself, the taste of these machine-made cakes are out of the world as well. Firstly, they make the batter by incorporating flour, sugar, baking powder, and all basic ingredients for making a sponge cake. The large machines do their job quite well by mixing it all together thoroughly. Then after baking it, the cake is placed in layers to be filled and coated with frosting. And this is pure bliss in our eyes. There is nothing as satisfying as seeing these cakes being coated with cream. After that, they are packed, stored, shipped, and finally sold on the market. Number 1. Ice cream production. These chilly treats have no limit for its flavors, dessert recipes, or most importantly, our favorite summer pal. Check out how ice creams are produced in factories. Firstly, the eggs, sugar, and other additives are blended with the milk for 6 to 8 minutes. To kill the bacteria, the mixture is thoroughly pasteurized. After that mixture is further blended as it is drawn into the pump cylinder on the downstroke and then forced back out on the upstroke. The ice cream is flavored and topped with additional chunks of nuts, cocoa chips, or drizzled with flavored syrups. The machine then places a lid on each carton and pushes it out onto a conveyor belt. Before storage and shipping, the ice cream must be hardened to a temperature of -10 degrees Fahrenheit. Finally, it ends up in our taste buds. But we won't be bothered about anything else while enjoying the cold and sweet treat, right? So that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give this video a like and comment down below about your favorite food manufacturing process. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for more updates.